Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Let's look at the next question. Did early Muslims know about the Quran's mathematical miracles? Well, frankly speaking, the concept of mathematical miracles in the Quran, such as the numerical patterns and the occurrence of specific words or letters, that is a relatively modern development in Islamic scholarship. Early Muslims, including the companions of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the early Islamic scholars, they focused primarily on the Quran's linguistics, spiritual and ethical guidance from the Quran, rather than working on the numerical analysis. However, there are some indications that early Muslims recognized the Quran's precision and symmetry, which modern scholars have further explored as mathematical miracles. So if you look at the early understanding of the Quranic precision, early Muslims were aware of the following aspects of the Quran. Number one, linguistic perfection. They marveled at the Quran's unparalleled eloquence, structure, and coherence. For example, the Quran's use of words with precise meanings and placement often hinted at its marvelous nature. Similarly, among the early understanding of the Quranic precision, we find the repetition with purpose. So for example, early Muslims noticed the deliberate repetition of certain words or phrases for emphasis, rhythm, or thematic consistency, though they did not analyze the exact numerical occurrences. Similarly, where it comes to symmetry and balance, some early scholars commented on the Quran's thematic balance, such as pairing of concepts like life and death, world and hereafter. And if we start looking into the later discovery of mathematical patterns, the exploration of numerical patterns and mathematical miracles began centuries later as part of a deeper analysis of the Quran. And some of the key development includes, for example, word frequencies. Some modern researchers have discovered astonishing patterns such as the word day appears 365 times, corresponding to the number of days in a year, or the word month appears 12 times, corresponding to the months in a year. Similarly, we find work in the direction of the symmetry in verses. Numerical symmetry has been found in some chapters. And when you go into the number-based patterns, there is some work that is done on 19-based patterns, as some studies have explored the Quran's structure around the number 19. For example, as mentioned in Surah Al-Mudaththir about the 19 angels. So now comes another question. Okay, then why early Muslims did not focus on the mathematical miracles? Well, again, as I told you, the early Muslims prioritize other aspects of the Quran, such as the linguistic challenge. The Quran's miraculous nature was primarily understood through its challenge to produce something similar in Arabic eloquence. For example, in Surah Al-Baqarah, we find that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving an open challenge that, okay, produce something like this. Well, you won't be able to in other parts of the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put forth several times. Similarly, the early Muslims' focus was also on the guidance for life. They focused on implementing the Quran's teachings to shape their individual and communal lives. Similarly, the tools and methods required for detailed numerical analysis were not as advanced during the early Islamic period. So the modern interest in mathematical miracles comes from the exploration of the mathematical miracles, which have become popular in modern times as a way to demonstrate the Quran's divine origin to skeptics or those interested in numerical proofs. Some of the people who have done notable contributions include Dr. Rashid Khalifa and others who have analyzed numerical patterns in detail. Also, sometimes some of these claims of numerical miracles they are controversial and they are debated among scholars, but that's a totally different subject area. So the bottom line is that early Muslims were not explicitly aware of the mathematical miracles of the Quran, as their focus was on its linguistics, spiritual aspects, practicality of it, to take guidance from it. The discovery of numerical patterns and mathematical analysis has emerged in modern times as an additional layer of the Quran's miraculous nature, highlighting its precision and divine origin. I hope that answers the question. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. If you have any more questions, please make sure you put them in the comment section down below. Till next time, Assalamu alaikum.